Hey everybody, D here at Daily Gaming, back with more Monster Hunter World. And in this episode, we're going to go ahead and take on Legiana, Embodiment of Elegance. We're getting close to the end of low rank and get close to high rank. I believe we have this mission and another mission in the Rotten Vale, and possibly 2 more hunts, and then we'll go into brain fart. Then we'll go into Zora Magdaros, which will go into high rank. And that Zora Magdaros barely counts as a mission because it's not much different than the previous one we did. It's another one where you can do stuff. All it's going to help you really get is resources. You can literally do almost nothing, and the mission will end the same way. But anyways, before we get into the Legiana mission, I've been going out and doing some farming and grinding. And at this point, it's not really necessary. It's up to you and what you want to do, because I'm gonna change out my armor set a bit. Again, literally, it's up to you and what you want to do. This is unnecessary. First off, fire weapons really help out in this mission. Legiana is weak to fire, and I think is also weak to poison. So if you have a poison weapon, you don't want to grind out a fire weapon. You can use that. But I want to use fire, so let's go ahead and upgrade. What is it? I think it's this one. Yep. So there we go. This gives me the Rasp Blade. Damage is okay, but that's because it has affinity and it has decent sharpness, good yellow and green meter, and the fire damage is 150. So let's go ahead and craft that. Equip now. Yeah, I'll go ahead and equip it. And then the other thing I'm thinking about doing is just going ahead and crafting some Rathalos armor, getting an attack boost, having that weakness exploit. And then, I need one more webbing. Maybe getting this Rathalos coil for the fire attack. Now that would replace my high metal coil, which will make me lose 1 point of capacity boost. But I've talked about before about how I'm not that big into capacity boost because a lot of times that last file charge misses. So because my positioning isn't great, so I'm usually too close. So that's not a big deal. The only downside is I'll lose 30 seconds to my shield charge. I will also lose a point of guard. But to counterbalance that, I can... Here, hold on, let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I can make a charm. Yeah, here we go. That gives me a point of guard. Now, guard isn't just 1 point of guard isn't that critical, but it is helpful. So, but that would mean I would lose my artillery charm. Now, here's the thing: if I'm going to be using the Rathalos blade, whatever I just said it was called, and I forgot. The artillery skills are useless to me, because artillery only affects impact files, and my Rathalos blade is a power element file, so it's not going to be a big deal to lose my artillery charm. So I'll just I'll just switch it out as I need them. Now, something else I haven't actually covered yet, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video in a second, make another video, and then just cut back to this, is armor loadouts. We've gone over item loadouts in your radio menu and such. I haven't covered armor loadouts. It's very similar. It's easy to do, but I figured since I'm doing all these videos, I'll go ahead and cover that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here, and we'll be back in a minute when we jump into the actual mission. Alright, so we are back, and this is my new armor set. I show it off in more detail in the weapon loadouts episode, so if you want to get a good look at it, go check that out. I'm not going to go over it again, but we are here and we're ready to take on Legiana. So,
hey, partner.
Talk to the handler like always. And this is your first 5-star quest. Oh, I actually meant to use a voucher. I need to start using those because they're going to waste. As always, items. Oh no, am I out of? I'm almost out of flash pods. Can I craft more? Yes, I can. How many? Ooh, not a lot. I need to get those going in the farm soon. There we go. So that's going. For your meal, elemental resist is going to be very helpful. Legiana is a ice creature, so they're weak to fire. They do a lot of ice attacks, and the ice attacks, or ice blight, I think it means your stamina takes a lot longer to recover. So if your weapon uses a lot of stamina, like the dual blades, you're gonna want elemental resist up to help nullify. Or I'm sorry, I keep thinking about it wrong. The elemental resist is not going to help prevent ice blight. You're still, if it's just not going to. It's going to help minimize the ice damage you take. But so you're going to want to bring null berries with you, because null berries will cure ice blight, or the cleanser. Because you hopefully you have it at this point. You can get it. So hopefully you have that, or you can use that as well. Now I don't think the cleanser is really worth it because a lot of the attacks are very easy to avoid. They have a large wind up, so it's pretty easy to see them and to dodge out of the way. I know that sometimes you get stuck in an animation, you're stunned, there's nothing you can do, but null berries should hold you over. But the ice damage itself is fairly hard, or is fairly hard hitting. So having the elemental resist up will obviously keep you going. This time I'm lucky and I get a health boost with that. Ready to head on out. And Legiana really isn't that hard. It's another flying creature, so flash pods are also going to help. But really she doesn't, or it doesn't stay airborne very long. It will be airborne, but it's like in the middle of the Rathalos and Raytheon. Like Rathalos doesn't land if it doesn't have to.
We need to clear the way
Raytheon is rarely ever airborne. So Legiana is like right in the middle. They spend a good bit of time on the ground, and they do spend a little bit of time in the air. And I went to the wrong camp. You should start off at the other camp, because that puts you right next to where Legiana is. Then, of course, supply box. Ooh, free flash pods. Nice. Let's use those first. Yeah, Legiana always spawns in up here at the top part. Its nest is the highest point of this map. So, if you ever want to find Legiana, or if Legiana ever runs to its nest and you're not sure where it's at, just keep going up. Up and up and up. I'm actually not going to go all the way up because it should be coming down any second. It should. There's some more null berries here. Because I think with the Legiana, you don't need to find it. You just need to, like you do in other missions. Is that it? Or... Yep, there it is. I keep wanting to call it a she. Oh, really? There we go. Yeah, see, that's one of its ice attacks right there. And if you've been fighting Legiana out in the wild, don't go into this fight thinking that it's going to be easy. This Legiana is on a different tier than the other Legianas. This one is much more powerful. It hits harder and it has more health. Same exact moves, same weaknesses and all that, but it does hit much harder. Okay. Let's go ahead and oh, I was gonna say, of course you turned around. Facing the wrong direction. I was going to do another save, but I was facing the wrong way. And I had more time than I realized. I could have done... Dodged too soon. Oh! It's going to make you eat right through your stamina if you don't do something about it. Let's go ahead and heal first. Yeah, so when it spreads its wings like that, it's doing a straight shot across the ground. And watch out for that trail it leaves, because it will still inflict ice on you. Got each other. Oh. Completely miss him. That's alright. We did fairly good there. Stomped him in the ground pretty good. I wasn't too worried about the Ice Blight. One thing I forgot to say is that obviously if you don't use a lot of stamina, you don't need to worry about the Ice Blight. Because, I mean, yeah, my Charge Blade, the only stamina I use is if I'm dodging, and I use some when I'm blocking, but I don't go through that much unless it's a really hard hit, and none of Legiana's hits are that powerful. If it was something like an Gigante or an another Elder Dragon, that would be different. But yeah, Legiana, nah, not that big of a deal. So, yeah. But yeah, we like I said, we beat her up pretty good. Of course that missed. Oh no. Well, that was the flash from the ZZ Yaku. Keep your leg, so it'll be a weak spot. Oh, that hit me? I was behind you. crap. Screwing. No, 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 no! Oh, all that missed. Oh, I knew it. I need a heal. But he's almost dead. Oh, there's a convenient. I might be able to capture him, actually. Yep, there we go. Got him. Like I said, Legiana, not that hard. They can hit hard. A lot harder than what you're used to at this point. Depending on your weapon, the Ice Blight can be a hassle, having to constantly stop and heal it. But, I mean, for the most part, it's fairly easy, especially with some flash pods. The only thing I would, the only other thing I could suggest is going for the wings a lot. Oh wow, I got 2 plates. Holy crap, that's awesome. That is very nice. And I got 2 frost sacks. Oh, that's really nice. And it gave me a bunch of flash bugs. How convenient. I was talking about how I was going to have to farm for more. I didn't use any of mine. I used the ones the supply box gave me, and they gave me 6 more. That is awesome. Yeah, the only other thing I suggest is possibly going for the wings a bit more. Because like all flying creatures, when they're enraged, they can still fly, but when they're not enraged, having severely damaged wings makes it harder for them to fly, and they're a lot less likely to do it. Like with the Rathalos, when his wings get really damaged, and he tries to fly, he'll actually fall out of the air and be staggered for a couple seconds. So it's one way to make flying creatures easier. The other reason you want to rely on that method more than the flash pods is because once you get in the master rank and high rank, they start becoming building up resistances and flat out becoming immune to flash pods. I think in the high master rank, a flash pod doesn't even knock them out of the sky. It'll still blind them, but it won't knock them out of the sky. And I think in high rank, by the 3rd flash pod, they're immune to it. It'll blind them, but it doesn't last very long, and it won't knock them out of the sky. So if you're going to use flash pods, you need to learn to not rely on them for the fight, because that's going to hurt you later. So sorry, enough rambling. Take all. Yeah, my Palico gauge is so high. I've been grinding a lot I've been grinding Rathalos a lot to get this armor set. I mentioned in the weapons and armor loadout video that I like fighting Rathalos. Rathalos, I think, is a fun fight. He's a challenge. But once you start getting him down, it's very easy to punish him. It's also very easy for things to go wrong, but it's very easy to just stomp him into the ground.
All right, the time has come. Bottom of the veil.
All right, so that is it for this episode. Actually, before I go, we're going to talk to the Tail Raider Safari. I think I did a little. Weren't you just up there? Oh, it was him, the field team leader. I saw the field team leader and just assumed it was her because she was talking. But we're going to check out the Tail Raid Safari. No, it's not you. It's you. I've talked about how it's not very effective because you have to have a high-ranking Palicos. And if they're not high-ranking, then you're not going to get good items. And it's not you. Where? Is it down? Oh, it's all the way down here. So, as you can see, the hunting and gathering was 1 and 2 stars. They, I mean, they were lower level than everything. They sucked. I think the lowest difficulty was 3. Uh, so they got almost nothing. Monster Bones small, 4 of them. I could have gathered twice that in one mission. Uh, Toadstool, same thing. Oh yeah, they only got 2 Toadstool and 2 blue mushroom. So same thing. I could have gathered twice that in one mission. The Great Jagras scale. I'm selling those now. I don't need them, so I'm just selling them. Kestodon shell, don't need them. Latchberry, I don't use them. I got an Anjanath scale. I whoop-de-doo. I can find an Anjanath scale by gathering tracks. It's not that big of a deal. The only thing that's actually useful out of this was the Sinister Cloth. As you send out the Tail Raider Safari, they have a chance of gathering items like this. I think in Monster Hunter World, they only have a chance of getting Sinister Cloth. I think in Monster Hunter Rise, they have a chance of gathering other stuff as well, but in here, it's just the Sinister Cloth. The Sinister Cloth set's really cool. It's fairly powerful. I believe it has some nice skills on it. The problem is that once you get out of low rank into high rank, it sucks. Its armor set is on par with a low ranking, with low tier high rank armor. Yes, you can upgrade it, but you're better off upgrading the higher tier high rank armor instead of that. So once you get out of low rank, it's not worth it. You can't craft any weapons with it, as far as I'm aware of. Yeah, I mean, you could sell it if you want. And like I'm gonna take these blue mushrooms because right now I need those. But everything else I don't need, nor do I really want. So I'll take the Sinister Cloth just so we can show off that armor set, because you need to get 1 Sinister Cloth just to unlock the set. But the rest of it, I'm just going to sell. And look, it's not even worth that much, 1,486 zenny. Again, I could have gotten 5 times that in a investigation. I mean, the Tail Raider Safari is borderline worthless. I do not like using it. So like, let's go ahead and look at deploying another one. Yeah, that's it. Gathering 2 stars. That's it. Oh, this one actually has some 1-star ones, but it's just for gathering. It's not that it has no hunting and has no research. So sending it out on any of the ones that involve just monsters is pointless because it's not going to get anything. But I mean, screw it. I don't. Well, we'll send them out on this one because it's going to get a bunch of help. So maybe it'll actually get something decent besides a scale. I doubt it. But we'll see. Alright, so anyways, enough rambling. I'm sorry. The Tail Raider Safari is just a pit to dump your research points that you don't know what to do with. Because you get a lot of research points if you don't spend them on stuff like the Tail Raider Safari. You get a lot of them. But that is it. So the next mission, we go to the bottom of the Rotten Vale. And I can't remember how that mission goes. I know what I'm doing. You're going to have to go down there and you're going to fight Odogaron, but I can't remember any other details. So it'll be a bit of a reminder, or refresh. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.